Today was a lot. It was very emotional. My flight left at midnight from JFK Airport in New York on El Al airline. And literally as soon as I stepped into the line to give the security my passport, there was trouble. Lots of invasive questions. Are you traveling alone? Why do you want to go to Israel? Are you married? Where is your husband? Do you have any family members going with you? My husband's aunt Nancy, she lives in Virginia, so it's her church group that was going. I kind of tagged along with them, so I did tell security that, and they just kind of kept on with the questions. How long have you known Aunt Nancy? Did you pack your own bag? Has your bag been with you the entire time? What's in your bag? And I'm laughing now, but at the time I felt so uncomfortable. I've traveled out of the country on numerous occasions, but this, I knew from the invasiveness that this was getting ready to be a lot. And so finally they said to me, what's in your carry-on bag? And I said, I have my camcorder, my laptop, my headphones, my blanket, my pillow. They said, you can't take your camcorder or your laptop or your headphones on the plane. You're gonna have to put it in your checked-in luggage. Excuse me? I beg your pardon? Why not? And they said, well, because we said so. So I asked again, because I'm grown and I felt like I deserved more than because I said so, you know? In that moment, I kind of felt like one of my kids when they ask me ridiculous questions and I don't have any real answers, so I just say, because I said so. And they said to me, this is a random search, and these are our measures for a random search. And so I said, okay, I guess that's the way they do it here. So I took all of my electronics and my entertainment out of my carry-on and prepared to just sit and look at the walls of the plane for 10 hours. I finally checked my bag, and the main man gave me another instruction and said, I need you and your carry-on to meet me at the gate for a body search. And I said, oh Lord, it's not over yet. So I go to the gate, and a woman comes up to me and she takes my bag and she says, I'll be right back. So I said, okay. While I'm waiting for her, I went to the store to get some snacks. When I came back, the plane started to board. 10 minutes go by, 20 minutes go by, 30 minutes go by. The plane has boarded. At this point, I'm still just sitting there waiting. And then the mean man from downstairs, he comes up to me and he says, your carry-on bag cannot fly to Israel. It's on high alert. Why? Why not? I'm like, all I have is my laptop and my cell phone cords and my blanket. You've taken everything else. And he said, your bag itself cannot fly. I can ship it back home and I can take out all of your stuff and put it in a plastic bag. Why? Like, why? Because I said so. Sir, this is a $3,000 bag. There are other people in my group with the same Louis Vuitton luggage. Why can't my bag fly? You're gonna have to give me a better reason than that. And he says, I'm not gonna repeat myself. And so at this point, I'm just like, all right, let me shut up, because I was starting to get angry. And when I get angry, there's no telling what will come out of my mouth. So in order for me to remain in control, I said, let me shut up and just comply. So the man takes me in the back for a search. He took my bag of snacks that I had just brought from the store. He took my fanny pack with all of my money in it. He took my passport, my cell phone, my shoes. He put all of that in a bucket and he took it in the back to check it. And then they had a woman come in and rub all over my clothes and the linings of my clothes, like all in here. And this is the eve of 9/11. So while I appreciate the extra security 18 years later, I was thinking about those 3,000 people at the time that could have been saved as a result of things like this back then, but not now, and not me, wrong person. I'm a 33-year-old grad student. I don't know your prime minister. I don't know nothing about no bombs and no explosives. I have 3 children, a husband, and I'm just trying to take a vacation from everybody. I'm not trying to blow up your plane. I don't even like planes. I just refuse to let my fear of flying stop me from traveling. So trust me, I am more afraid of you than you are of me. Just leave me alone and let me fly in peace. I didn't say that. I was just thinking that. But anyhow, the meat man comes back and he says, you can't take your cell phone either. What? Nope, no cell phone. It's on high alert. They took my melatonin gummies that I take for sleep because I don't like to fly. And I'm just like, oh my God, they're going to make me stay awake for the whole 10 hours too? They opened up my snacks that I just bought, my water, my Snickers. It was a mess. And at this point, I'm crying. I'm cold. And I'm alone because everybody has boarded the plane. And even if they didn't, I didn't know anybody. And so when things like this happens, my husband is always there to protect me, and he's not here. And the people took my phone, so I couldn't call him and tell him that I was in trouble. So I was just kind of standing there crying because they treated me like I was some kind of criminal, and I didn't do anything. And so finally, they escorted me on the plane, empty-handed. I was the last person to board. I felt so defeated. I just kind of sat down like a zombie and just prayed, Lord, just get these people away from me. Just let me go to sleep and let me please let my luggage be on the conveyor belt in Israel when I get there. I was able to sleep, and thankfully when we arrived in Israel, I was able to connect with the rest of my party, and my luggage was safe and sound. But that was rough.
But God.
All right. We are here in Tel Aviv, Israel. Pastor Vicky, what's your shirt say? Tell them all. Who did it?
God did it.
Amen.
The one and only. You know it, baby. Can't nobody do it like him.
All right. We are headed out of the Tel Aviv airport en route to our bus to Bethlehem or Jerusalem, one of the two.
All right, once again, you got John Anderson, one group, then this is another group. That's Charlie. And also, we got the in the back.
We're going to Jerusalem or Bethlehem?
Hi. Welcome to the Heart Missionary Ministry back here.
All right, so what we're going to do going forward, we're going to rely heavily on Pastor Charlie and Pastor Diaz. Make sure a lot of you have already taken the region tour.
We are here in Jerusalem. This is the hotel that we are staying in. It's called the Angel Hotel. It's been a long 20 hours of traveling. I am excited to wind down.
Oh my goodness, what is
Oh my gosh! Wow!
By the way, we are at the edge of the wilderness, alright?
Oh my goodness!
Edge of the wilderness. Oh my God.
Yeah, we need to be silent. Ahmed is taking a nap now.
Goodness!
Oh, you roll. Slow your roll.
Wow! Oh my God, this gives me chills.
It is.
We are about to drive through Bethany. Bethany, you're familiar with Bethany, no? Martha, Lazarus, Mary, right? Now, Bethany, house of the poor. This is what it means. Nowadays it's a town. Okay, so don't get confused here. The days of Jesus, it was a teeny tiny village within a walk distance to Jerusalem, and Beit Ani, the house of the poor. So Jesus had friends around here, poor people. Okay, Beit Ani. This is what it means, Bethany. Well,
You guys, behind me is Qumran. These are the caves where the Dead Sea Scrolls were found. Wait until you see this. I'm going to turn the camera around in a little bit, but this is beautiful. Beautiful. Breathtakingly beautiful. This is Jerusalem. So the Dead Sea Scrolls, they are the Old Testament. They're actually every book in the Old Testament except for the book of Esther. And this is where they were found. This is, wow, one of the most beautiful findings still here today. The Dead Scrolls were BC. And, you know, thousands of years later, it's still here. And in this generation, with, you know, we always want answers and we have doubts and space and technology. But this right here, it just confirms that God's word, regardless of history and space and archaeology and all that other stuff, God is true to his word, and his word remains firm generation to generation. Here's another one. There's another cave all the way up here. This is amazing. God is good. Well, the time has come, and now is, everybody, this is the Jordan River. And we're getting ready to have a baptismal service. Look at this. What a beautiful, beautiful beautiful, beautiful experience. Oh, uh-oh.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
She got that bow shot, praise.
Thank you.
What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful experience. You know, I have never had a desire to be baptized, and I never knew why. And I feel like God left that desire out of my heart because he knew at some point I would be here. And he saved that baptismal for such a time as this. God is good. I'm so grateful. I done got baptized in the water, and that water was cold, and it chilled my body. We have left Jerusalem, and now it's time to go to Jericho. We are in Jericho, the oldest city in the world.
She's screaming. Don't scream now. You wanted this.
This is the
This is
sycamore
it. He's
tree
slowing down. He's stopping for your
where
pictures.
Zacchaeus climbed to see Jesus.
It's the one on the right, exactly on the right. I'm pointing it.
Wow. After Jesus was baptized, he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness of Judea, which is right back there. And when he was finished, he went up to the very top of that mountain right there. And the devil tempted him and offered him. Let me turn the camera around. He said, "You see all of this? Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. It's all yours if you just bow down and worship me." Look at that. You know you want it. You know you want it, Jesus. Just get on your knees. Worship me. It's all yours. They gave out dates from the palm tree.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see how they taste.
Hello, everybody.
I don't like dates. God bless the dates. So this is the Dead Sea. The reason they call it the Dead Sea is because there is no kind of sea life here that can survive because the water is so salty. I believe it's about 50 times saltier than the ocean, maybe more. And as you can see, every time you get in it, it's so salty it makes you float. If you can see these people floating right here. Yeah, so what you're supposed to do, you see this person right here rubbing in mud, so we're supposed to lather ourselves with the mud. And then we're supposed to get in so we can float like this woman here. And you're supposed to be careful. Do not drink it. Do not get it in your eyes. So we're going to see how this works. Okay.
did it.